Friday's your test. Alright, so now we're going to solve systems of linear inequality.
Oh.
Again, straight lines. But they're not necessarily equal. So we're going to be shading above and below, have dotted lines and solid lines. Okay? So we've done that mixture review, and you had a couple problems like this. So now you have multiple equations, inequalities, not just one. So, again, as a review, whenever you have less than or greater than with no equal sign, then that means you have a dotted line. So if you do have an equal sign, it's solid. So that's all review. We've done this before. All right, so, and again, in slope-intercept form, only, that's how you decide if something is shaded above or below. It must be in slope-intercept form. So if it's greater than or equal to, or you have a greater than sign, you shade above. And less than or equal to, or less than, you shade to. Again, this is exactly what we've done in the previous sections. Just reviewing it.
It's only the variables on the left, right?
Yeah, slope-intercept form. Y is on the left. Okay. All right, so let's do 2 examples to show you the system. Here's example 1. X is greater than or equal to 0. Y is greater than or equal to 0. 6x minus y is less than 12. So now, look, we have 3 inequalities. Remember, a system is 2 or more. You've been used to 2, two typical ones in for you. So let's graph these. Alright. So x is greater than or equal to 0. First of all, what can you tell me about that inequality? Nate?
It's a vertical line. Solid vertical line.
It's a solid line because it's equal. It's a vertical line because x equals 0. It goes to the x-axis at 0. So here we're talking about the y-axis. That's what x is greater than or equal to 0. Now, what about the shading? Lauren, which way do I shade?
To the right.
Okay, so before I actually draw a bunch of shading symbols, I'm just going to put a couple little arrows telling me which way to shade. Okay? Because you're going to have multiple lines being drawn, shading lines being drawn, and it's going to be hard to decide where double or triple shading is. In this case, we're going to have triple shading. That's what we want. Okay? So, that's going to shade to the right. What is y is greater than or equal to 0? Look like min.
And horizontal line of a solid horizontal line on the x line.
Going through the y-axis at 0.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Alright, so here we have that being the x-axis. It's a solid line, shaded
to above.
above. So again, now, if that was it, where would the solution set be? Which quadrant?
Under 1?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
first quadrant. But we're not done. Everybody put this in slope-intercept form and do it now. Yeah. You know, oh, hold on. I'll let you do it. Take a quick pass here. Make sure everybody's doing it right. tell me what to do first.
Subtract 6x on both sides.
All right. What do we get?
Negative y equals less than negative 6x plus 12.
Okay.
Then you make everything negative.
Okay, so we're either multiplying by a negative 1 or divide off the negative 1. That changes all the signs. What else does it do?
It flips around this one.
That's why it's important to put things in slope-intercept form before you decide which way it's shaded. Okay? So, it goes through the y-axis at negative 12. It is solid or dotted?
Dotted.
Dotted, so I'm going to put it in an open circle. Slope is 6, sub 6 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. And up 6 more and over another 1. So we have that as the line, shaded above or below.
It's above.
Above. Greater than is above. So, again, here are my arrows. So where is the triple shading at?
Well, it's on the left side of the corner.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw all the real long lines just to show you the triple shading now that I know where everything's at. You do not have to do it this way. You could just shade in where the triple shading is at. Okay, I would like to see if you do that, if you only shade where the solution's at, I would like you to have at least the arrows on everything else showing where they should have been shaded. Okay, so this one went this way. This one went this way.
Oh.
And this one went this way. Now, that's kind of hard to see where the triple shading's at.
I see.
I see it.
You can see it, but you understand it can get, especially if you're not doing it exactly neatly, then it can get kind of confusing. So you might want to consider just using the little arrows and then shading the triple shading. I don't care if you do it like this, but then wherever the solution set is at, make sure it's really shaded. Okay? Now this is a solid line, so that is included. This is a solid line, so that's included up to that point. But this is dotted. So it's not included on that line. Yes, Wayne?
Why did you put an open dot at negative 12?
Just because this is a dotted line and negative 12 is not a part of the solution. If you plug negative 12 in here, 6 times negative 12 is what? I'm
What's
sorry,
your
that's y. X is 0. Y is negative 12. Is negative 12 greater than negative 12?
Nope.
Okay, so that's why I put it open circle.
We have to do that?
No, as long as the line is dotted, that's okay.
Okay.
But you do need to understand that that is not a solution to that.
0, 0, 1.
Yeah.
For which one? Yeah, because it's in the shaded part.
All right. Oh yeah.
Oh, and it's
a
part of it.
solid line right there.
Yeah, these are all, any point on these lines right here is part of the solution because they're in the triple shading and they're solid lines. All right, example 2. Y minus 2x less than 7 and y plus 2x greater than negative 1. Everybody graph those. What do you got to do first? Slope intercept form, good. If I do that, check it out. They almost appear like it's going to be no solution or you can eliminate.
Are we gonna do triple shading? Is this
Well, no, you do double shading.
the whole lesson? Are we gonna do?
You'll have some like this, and you'll have some like that one. Okay. I tried to pick problems that were like your homework assignment. right, we're getting close. I'll start graphing. You guys continue to work. Check it. We do.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Pass me.
Everybody have dotted lines, please?
Yes.
Are your lines going through the y-axis in the vertical position?
Yeah.
Have you shaded correctly? So by show of hands, I know some of you are still finishing up. By show of hands, who got this correct? Good. All right. So that's basically the end of your chapter, kind of putting everything all together. All right. So here's your assignment. Page 469, 4 to 20 all, and the mixture view evens. All right.